So, my life hasn't exactly been the easiest. I mean, I grew up watching my parents suffer with cancer. I was born with a severe allergy to peanuts, and I've had asthma my whole life. But none of this really compares to the fear that I faced for being gay. Yes. Ever since I was in second grade, I knew it. I knew that I was different from everybody else. I knew that something set me apart. Something made me want to go color in the corner by myself with my gel pens. And still today, I walk into a classroom and think to myself, who knows that I'm gay? Who knows that I'm not? Who will accept me? Sometimes I lay in bed at night and I pray to God to make me straight. I mean, it didn't work. But through it all, one of the biggest things was the fear of rejection. Just feeling like people don't love you because you were born a certain way. It's a terrible feeling, just to let you know. But what I'm here to tell you now is that people like you helped me to get to where I am now. People like you helped me to stay alive. They saved my life, basically. Even in the darkest times, people were there beside me, and that's what I'm grateful for. When I was in high school, I decided to leave my family's faith and leave the Baptist church and become Catholic. My grandfather in this picture wasn't exactly happy with this, so he told me he was ashamed of me and that he hopes that I could return to the true church, and he died a few weeks later. So I wondered, what if he was gay? I was still afraid of being gay, even though I was Catholic now. I went to confession every Sunday. I hoped that one day the priest would heal me. I'd come out of the confessional and bam, I'd be straight. But it didn't happen. But where did I end up finding this acceptance? I found it in people at CBU, like Dr. Burke. She was really the first person that I felt accepted by. She taught me to love myself, to not be afraid to be gay, and she actually gave me the courage to talk to my mom about it. So I'm definitely in debt to her. And from this, I learned to come out to my friends as well. And surprise, surprise, they didn't really care. So since then, I've just kind of been excited about being gay, I guess. A few weeks ago, I went to confession and I confessed to the priest that I was gay. He's one of my close friends, and he looked at me after I finished and said to me, you know, I love you, and so does God. Being gay doesn't really matter. You know, Saul wasn't exactly perfect when he was on the road to Damascus. He became Paul, so just looking for Paul. So I've found my faith in the church, but I'm here definitely to tell you my confession of the streets, because this is where this oppression begins, and this is where this oppression can end. You are the people who can stop this, and I'm here to tell you that you need to do it. Yeah. So, one of my biggest things is that being gay is definitely not a choice. The choice is to hate people that are gay. I was born this way. It's a biological thing, but definitely not a psychological thing, and there's no arguing that. Yeah. So, one of the things that I found is self-worth. I felt like I was worth something. If that makes sense. I felt like that even though I was gay, I still had the same right to walk the same streets as you all do, to marry who I want to love who I want to, and to adopt kids like y'all do. Who can say that this isn't for me? Self-worth has been something that I've explored greatly in my life, and it's been something that's taken a long time to get to. I mean, I don't know, it's just been hard, but it's been hard. My parents especially, they're the ones who really hurt me the most, I guess. Because they were the ones who said, I love you, but I don't agree with your lifestyle. So I'm here to tell you today that if you don't agree with homosexuality, get over yourself. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I was born this way, and you can't change me. Period. Embrace the differences. Learn to look at people for who they are, not their gayness. People are people. They're not gay, they're not straight, they're not black, they're not white. Even Danny would say that. So why can't we just love their differences and embrace this? I mean, even CBU needs to work on this. I mean, last year we kicked off a lady who was coming to speak about liberation because she loved her gay nephew. So it's just kind of like an obstacle to overcome for all people. And so the biggest thing that I've learned from this, and I hope you've learned, is that I'm a 20-year-old gay Catholic, and I'm worth something, and so are you.